Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow.
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, what's really good? It's the OG Boricua Dandada. Obviously, I got the two big homies with me, but before I go into them, and before we talk the AEW, WWE, is Kenny Omega trolling, will there be trades, before we go into any of that, I got to shout out my brother from Woodside Projects, Mr. Grey Cloud, just dropped his album. If you need to find it, just look for at Mr. Grey Cloud. You'll find him on all social media platforms. The album is absolute fire. I'm a big fan of it. If it was whack, I would tell you, my man, you don't get a pass. That track, I'm telling you, is track after track after track after track. Now that you know that the pitch is done, Macho, Butcher, please introduce yourself, gentlemen, so we can get into some wrestling.
Man first.
Always.
There we go. See, I am the host of MWWO podcast. I am the BHITB. Why? It's the truth.
It's the truth, baby. Yo, I thought something else was coming after that, and he finished the truth. I was feeling it. I was like, oh, snap, he's in a zone. And it's the truth. Take it or leave it. Facts is the facts. Baddest heel in the business. Macho, what's good, baby?
What's good, man? I'm Macho, just holding it down over here in the TX. I wish I was better at getting myself over, but, you know, let's just say I'm a Paul Heyman guy, and I just need somebody to get me over, right? At any rate, it's good to be back for another podcast with you, dude. The luxurious bearded butcher, my big homie, over here at fucking 40 Deuce. What do we know about that?
Listen, a lot of people they don't know about that. We try to keep that up.
All right, sorry.
We
the
try
big
to keep
chef,
that
the
private.
big homie chef. We'll fix that in the edit, right? We'll post that in it. You're like, nah, I don't need them finding me. Cool.
But listen, we did talk about it the last time that I think all of us on here don't want to become famous because our reign would end really fast.
Yeah, Butcher seemed more worried than most, but you know that's why he's out in the UK.
Hey, dude, I'd be fucked up within like 10 minutes.
It's game over.
I'd like get the contract to sign. I'd sign it, and then I get an email saying, "Yeah, we've retracted the contract. We watched a bit. We watched a bit of your content from that, you know, in the past. We can't have you." Oh, okay.
Thanks for nothing, bud. So
it's clear Butcher's got a few warrants in a few countries. That's all good, brother. We ain't judging.
I'm telling you right now, at some point, and I want to say, mate, I'm not going to throw a date because God forbid he actually did one of these crazy cockamamie things I'm not going to say. But a few years ago, let's just say prior children, I could picture him chilling in a bar and the guy says something wrong and all of a sudden he does like the Bronx Tale and he locks the door and he's like, now you don't leave. And the music plays and you just got a bunch of dudes coming out baseball batting some people. I don't know if it's true, but hypothetically, that's what I think happened prior to his children.
You know, some of us have Cadillacs and some of us don't. It's all good, man. Look, it's all about that trunk space, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, forget about it. So, gentlemen, we recently seen Kenny Omega. He might be in his bag of trolling on another level. So, according to Kenny Omega, he's down to start doing like some freelance stuff where they could trade talents to WWE. Now, my man Butcher said one of the funniest things, and I'll do it in a little lighter taste because people are sensitive. He said something like Vince McMahon would literally like, grab the biscuit from the, I don't want to use specific words, grab the biscuit from his desk, cock it back, and You know, go sleepy weepy before WWE works with AEW.
100%.
See, you say that you say that though, Butcher, but like I honestly believe Vince wouldn't have a problem with it because in a
Are
couple of
you
months' time,
crazy?
hold up, in a couple of months' time, he put them out of business anyway because he's that kind of dude. Like he wouldn't have a problem with it because that's Vince.
I'm,
Vince is
I'm
notorious.
understanding, right?
Hold up, but Vince is notorious for saying never say never. Now that's Vince. Vince is a consummate fucking businessman. He's good. Everybody else, however, I don't. They would be
Hold
choking
up.
on their own soup.
Hold on. Wait. Before you even say anything, Thea Trinidad, former employee of WWE, he fired her.
Musicization.
He said, "You said this, and you making more money on Twitch. You're fired." She then goes to the let's just say the home base in Stamford, Connecticut, and she gets escorted out by security. I'm pretty sure Vince is the pettiest dude in the wrestling industry.
I'm not saying he's petty. I mean, like that's obviously how he rolls. That's fine. That's not new. Like I'm not gonna eat Vince's lunch for saying because I think the context of that was she wanted to talk to him, this, that, or the other, and they were like, Vince doesn't want to talk to you. Vince doesn't want to talk to anybody. Once you've been future endeavored, all right, that's it. You're done. It's a wrap.
You want to know what I thought happened? I thought, because they got state-of-the-art technology and cameras all over there, right? I think she pulled up in the whip. She came out. Vince was like, "Who's that hot Latin girl?" "Oh, that's Thea Trinidad."
Ball and chain.
They were like, "That's Zelina Vega." He said, "Yo, get her off my property." "Yes, sir." She walked in. She's like, "Hey, I'd like to speak to Vince, Mr. McMahon." And they were like, "Yeah, hit the bricks, shorty." That's what I think really happened.
I mean, membership has its privileges, like when you're the boss, you're the boss. Look, Cody, the rest of them clearly are not fans of Vince. That's fine. Vince is an acquired taste. I'm not even a fan of Vince. I'm not going to lie. That dude probably has done, how do I put it? It's complicated, right? He's done more for the business and done worse to the business.
It's not you, it's me.
But it's Vince, right? Like love him or hate him.
Vince also slapped his daughter on TV, made out with multiple women in front of his wife.
Oh yeah.
Hold up. When you got bags like that, you can do that. Let's be honest. Life is about making the kind of money where you can say and do what you want, and Vince has it.
All right. So wait. You know my wife. If I win, just say right now, I'm like, "Yo, love, I got $1 billion in my bank account. We're gonna go on Instagram Live, and I'm gonna make out with some random shorty in front of you." Now, I just told you I got $1 billion. What do you think my wife does to me as soon as I kiss that random chick in the street?
Is that before or after she's been soaking in that life? Hold up. Listen, keeping it 100, right? If you keep her in mani-pedis, trips, all the fast cars, all the nice planes, when she gets used to a lifestyle and this is your business now, like you come home and you and she's her and that's it. She knows what's up. If this is literally just your business and what you do for a living.
I'm looking over his right hand and right shoulder now, and he's got a poster, so I'm taking it that his wife ain't home.
No. No. No, she's definitely. Listen, these don't go up. They don't go up when the wife is home. I'm gonna tell you what happened. My wife would. Macho, you know my wife for mad years.
I do. I know exactly.
She's gonna try to shatter my jaw.
See, I think you're not giving her enough credit. I think she'll let you run that drive for about a year, maybe 2, and then take half your money just to teach you a lesson. It's principle. I'm not saying she wouldn't take you to the shed. I'm saying she'll do it in the most efficient way possible.
I mean,
she'll let you dig your own hole, and then she'll be like, "This is what you get." But that's the married life. Some of us worry about it. Some of us don't.
It's like she'd be like doing like the Eddie Murphy joke. You don't own me. I don't see no windows.
Eddie, what have you done for me?
Fuck you, Eddie.
You gotta be. You got to be old enough for that joke, kids.
Oh yeah. And listen, if they're under like 35, they're like, what are these guys laughing at?
You don't.
What? Who? Eddie? Who? What? You kids don't know comedy. You watching Netflix specials. You think you're edgy. You don't know. Look up some Richard Pryor, kids. Look, Vince has bags like that. Vince will work with all sorts of people unless your name is Chris Benoit or Macho Man Randy Savage. And thankfully, those guys are dead. So Vince is never gonna have to eat that chicken, okay? He's not. The rest of everybody, though, they got to deal with the fact that Vince is Vince. AEW guys, there are so many people on that roster who don't like having done business with Vince or won't do business with Vince. That is who's gonna have a problem eating that biscuit, okay? There are so many people in AEW who aren't going to be at that.
Right?
I agree.
In order to make money, you have to do the things that ain't gonna make people happy.
Sure.
You know.
Unless your name is Cody.
When you've got talent,
unless your name is Cody the Nightmare. ...
Yeah, that's it. You've got contracts, right? Contracts are contracts.
Sure.
You're employed by Vince. You can't just go over to Twitch TV, start you know for a fact you're a public figure.
Mm-hmm. You're
going to do talking. You're going to get not thousands. You're going to get hundreds of thousands of people, right? You're going to get people sending you $50, $100, right? Vince McMahon, and I don't like the guy. I got to be honest as well, right? But he's got a point. If Vince is only paying you $15,000, right, a month or whatever, but you're sitting there bragging that you can make more money doing this than that, Vince is going to go, well, they won't need a paycheck next month. But you're sitting there moaning that the guy's wronged you. No, I'm sorry. If you were my employee, I'd treat you the same way.
Butcher, I mean, like, to an extent, I agree. But there's also the flip side of this, right? Which is, if you are that employee who's put in that kind of time and you have that kind of relationship, I think some of them feel comfortable enough in that relationship that they shouldn't have to have this conversation, okay? Secondly,
I think it
they're not
who you are.
They're not truly employees, okay? They're just not, because they don't get treated like real employees do. All right, so that's that fuzzy space.
Do you think Randy Orton?
I think Randy Orton gets paid enough not to give a shit, because he doesn't do it. And also, I don't want to see Randy Orton in a bikini. I'm just putting it out there. Look, Randy Orton is not going to open it. Only Randy Orton is not good.
Something, and I just heard Randy Orton in a bikini.
You distracted. I'm saying Randy Orton is not going to open an OnlyFans. Nobody's going to want to watch. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to want to watch that OnlyFans. I have no interest in Randy Orton for an OnlyFans. However, the Trinidad, sign me up. I'm first in line. I'm good.
I got to be honest. It kind of pissed me off because they just moved the girl from Almas. And she had that one match with Asuka, and I thought, damn, they're gonna pull the trigger on this girl. And you don't have to pull the trigger on Thea Trinidad, because she's already been there. She's been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
She's an overlooked talent completely.
Yeah.
And that kind of pisses me off because there's not many people in the business like her who can work, multiple matches.
Who's good in front?
Fly, she's technically gifted.
Who's good on a mic? Who's good with the talent?
Amazing.
Like, she's amazing. She's good. She's
the one
good.
that got away. She's the one that got away.
Yep. But like, I don't know. Supposedly they released the figures for like this last year, and this has been like a rough year supposedly for wrestling. And the bottom tier ladies are earning like what, 60 to 80,000 a year, something like that.
Listen.
That's not a lot of scratch.
60 to 80,000 to do very little on TV for just say at most 5 minutes a week.
I gotta feel like they're probably putting in more time than that though. Like she's on TV with Andrade. She's putting in work.
She's
All
still
right.
got to travel, man, isn't she? She's still got
Yeah,
to
yeah.
travel.
They get no days off.
Oh, that's
All
right.
right.
They don't pay for their travel, right?
No, they don't
that
pay for their
sucks.
medical. They don't pay for their travel. This, that, or the other.
No.
Like this is not a standard contract. This pro wrestlers have some of the weirdest jobs in the world.
Hold on. Then know your value. Then don't sign that contract.
Clearly, she knew her value, and she said, "Nah, I'd rather unionize and let you wrongfully terminate me or whatever it is."
Yeah, but
Good
she
on
only
her.
said that because of Twitch. She only said that because she has steady income on Twitch. Because if she didn't have that Twitch, you didn't hear nothing about it before.
Sure. And like you said, the value is she knows how much she's making. Maybe she knows somebody in AEW. Who knows? I can't even begin to. But clearly, it was worth more to her than sitting there and just taking whatever she's picking up from Vince and WWE. So I gotta feel like she knows her value. She knows what she's making. She knows her situation. She made an informed decision, as did anybody else like Miro or any of the rest of these cats who decided to leave. Now,
Mr.
Miro's
Khan's a big fan of it as well, though. So
who know?
you know, she already knows her value. So does Mr. Khan.
Mm.
See, now if I'm Tony Khan,
he's a big fan of this Twitch thing due to,
yeah.
and I've actually read an article by him. He believes it's good. It's good for the company as a whole, as it brings in a completely different audience. And I get that.
I mean, for them it does. For AEW, I think so. I agree with the Butcher though. I think WWE doesn't necessarily need it. They make trends. They don't need to follow them quite to this point.
WWE is the trend.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you got Elias trending #1 on like the billboards by putting some music.
Man. He's the man.
But like they literally like, oh, he's putting out a thing, and a week later he's #1 on the billboards. Like, dude, you're good. Okay.
I want to know when Elias is getting his world title, man, because I just don't get it. I don't get it how this guy just gets all this huge attention. I love him. I think he's fantastic, Elias. I just don't get how he's not got that push yet.
So
is Vince just sitting there going, "This guy makes me money. I don't have to give him shit."
No, it's true. It's true. Like at this point, like I keep trying to tell people, everyone's crying that Lana keeps getting put through tables, and everybody's complaining about it, right? Do you know every time she goes through a table and all these fans get emotional and Vince sees the uproar, he's like, next week this chick is going through another table again. Because if you're going to pay attention like that, it's working. People don't understand business of wrestling. If people are
views on that shit.
Yeah.
You've seen the views on that shit, man.
If
people are loving it.
Yeah.
Vince loves it. Vince loves when people get mad about shit.
He's a maniac, that guy.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
If you love it and you hate it, you have Vince's attention. If you ignore it, Vince drops it quick.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so
what I was going to say, if I'm Tony Khan right now, I don't know what Thea Trinidad is going to ask for. I don't know what her face value is. But I'm going to tell you now, I would have a shady conversation with her because I think she has to wait a little bit. I'm like, yo, look.
She hasn't got a 90-day.
She does not?
No, she can't.
I wouldn't think so if he's terminated her.
Yeah, she didn't break contract. They terminated her, so it's got to be different.
I call her right now. Yo, Thea, I want you to come in. I'm going to slap the belt on you. I'm going to treat you real nice. So when your hubby becomes a free agent, bring Tommy in to Tony Khan, me, and AEW, and let's show you how we'll take care of one of the best wrestlers on the planet that WWE won't. And at that point, Aleister Black, because we know him as Tommy Ends. America might only know him as Aleister Black. If you bring him into AEW, what you thought Lance Archer is what Aleister Black is, and way better. The ceiling for Aleister Black doesn't stop at Lance Archer.
The guy would be the man on the roster as far as I'm concerned.
Who would you even put over him? It would the only one I put over him is Jericho, only because of name value. Just because Jericho is a king. You know what I mean? He's one of those. And then Kenny Omega. but I don't know if Kenny Omega transcends through America right now, as long as Aleister Black has through NXT and going forward. I would put him over Kenny Omega just because I do think that Aleister Black has a bigger name out here.
In raw ability and actuality, yes, I would agree.
Oh, Kenny's the truth, though. Kenny is
no. I'm talking about Black or Tommy End. Like I know the guy's got wheels, he's got go. In actuality, yes, he would be my go-to, but I feel like they wasted him so much in WWE. When he called him up, dude, they spent every bit of momentum that he had. Yeah, NXT, he was legit, you know. Yeah, absolutely. But the second he got that
a good ride, you know what I mean? I think he was public in stating that he never wanted to leave NXT.
No.
But that's not how the system works. You know, you get the call up. Like I heard he wanted to go back to NXT, and they were like, "Nah, you're here."
But then
him and about 50% of the roster.
Yeah, because he knows he'll get used in NXT. Over here, he gets little. First off, why have we not got an Aleister Black versus Bray Wyatt?
Not gonna happen.
Who else would you? Okay, I love and I'm one of the biggest fanboys of Bray Wyatt. I love Bray Wyatt. I'm infatuated with Alexa Bliss. I think she's super dope. I love her charisma. I like her as a face. I like her as a heel. I just think she has everything.
What they're doing with them right now, though, is good. Like
it's phenomenal.
It's one of the few times that creative, I think, has gotten like that character right. I don't want them to screw it up. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But besides us loving it, what is this progressing Alexa Bliss, and what is this progressing Bray Wyatt? What are they getting out of it?
They're letting Bray catch up on all the things that he got wrong with. Okay, he had the title at least once. He may have it again. I don't know. All right?
But that was a transition just for Randy Orton.
Listen, for the fact that people are glued to their screens whenever the Firefly Funhouse comes up, that's the most talented people cutting promos. Both of them, Bliss and Fiend.
That Firehouse shit without her, I couldn't stand it. I hated it.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
It was so much dark. Chemistry.
It was so dark, and she just made it even better.
Who was it that she just ran up and jumped and they both went over the railing thing?
Oh shit! It was only the other week.
Yeah, I mean, that's
You're not talking about her and Nikki, right? You're talking about something else.
No. Bray Wyatt was like
she attacked one of the guys. What?
Yeah, he was standing on the left side, right by the ring, and she came out of like it's all over everywhere. She came off screen, jumped over. They both fly over. She jumps up like, ha ha, like they are murdering it. And at the end of the day,
she like walks. She like gets up and walks. And he holds like a Kofi Kingston or a Jeff Hardy, but she walks it.
Yeah,
and then she jumps and they hug, and I'm like,
they are so psychotic. It is so phenomenal, and I just don't see an end game. And that's what I do with wrestling. I try to see the long term. I don't see the money, of course.
Toys, T-shirts, merchandise. Dude, they're golden.
You've got something that you've never ever had, haven't you? I mean, let's be honest. You've got face toys, heel toys, creepy plushes.
They're gonna sell those.
Plushes.
Yeah, they're gonna sell those gloves that she's rocking like to high hell. Like it's gonna go better than the Bella hat.
The thing is, though, it's sad because she's got that issue now where they tarred her with this fucking concussion thing.
Yeah.
And all she is really is a valet. They've looked for years. People have wanted this Sister Abigail, and this is as close as we're going to get to it. But sadly, you want to see them both draped in gold,
and it
ain't going to happen. And even if they're making these quick transition things with the Fiend, I would love to see statistics on sales. Have you seen just how big Bray Wyatt's just his old merchandise line?
It's probably nuts.
Unreal.
That's what I agree, and I gotta feel like that's what Vince looks at. Like Vince looks at those numbers, He looks at, anytime they're on and like how that pops up on trending on social media stuff. Like that's where he's happy. And that's why they're doing that. All right.
All right.
That's where the pulse is. Just because I don't understand it. And that's not to say that I think creative nails it even 50% of the time, because I don't think they do. But I think Vince is so past coherent storylines. He's literally just looking for moment to moment. It's that whole all in on the mania idea, which is there's always got to be a moment because I want to have the network have stuff. I want to have DVDs, this, that, and the other. That's what he's looking at. All right. Taker is the best example. All right. Literally the 30th anniversary Taker thing. I knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, I think.
Yeah, he should have retired 10, 15 years ago.
The man retires when he wants at this point, right?
No. Because honestly, and I've never been an Undertaker fan. I respect the shit out of his work,
man. It's ruined it.
I respect on another level, and I said this on the prior podcast. What the Undertaker meant to the business is, I think that he was the guy who started the creepy cinematic stuff for people like Bray Wyatt, Rosemary, Abaddon. I think that he was that first one doing all the graveyard things back in the days. I really think that the Undertaker transcend that. He was doing the walking ropes. He's special. He's one of the greatest of all time.
Absolutely. It's lightning in a bottle. And I agree.
Yeah, but the last 10 years, he's looked like utter shit. And you're sitting there saying, wow, I remember watching one of the greatest of all time. And look, Goosebumps, The Undertaker is special like that. And I'm not a fan. I don't even like him. But The Undertaker is so special. You don't want to see, he's kind of like that punch-drunk boxer or that athlete that don't know when to hang it up, and they're just like coming off the bench and looking like shit. You're like, damn, dog, like half of his matches, especially the Goldberg, were horrible. Like you sit back and you're like, the fuck are you doing, dog? You look like shit.
Would you agree, like, the last, like, really good Mania match he had was when he went with, who was it?
What year was it?
It was when he did that dive over the rope.
Shit, that was 2012?
Maybe, something like that.
I started watching the five part.
Heyman Reigns.
On the Origins.
But would you say Heyman Reigns was like the last good match that he had?
A bag of shit. Should never have happened.
But I'm saying for his physicality, like his ability to go in the ring, that might have been like the last year where he felt like he was physically present.
I believe that the Roman Reigns thing was an infatuation of putting Roman over as this absolute beast animal. Undertaker should have been nowhere near him. If you want to put Roman and build Roman up to be that big, you basically got to get Taker, and that's what Roman said to him: stay down. No one speaks like that to Taker, and that's basically what they did.
They shit,
you know, and they did. They shit on him. They shit on him. And I know if you watch, the relationship between Vince and Taker is huge. You know, father and son shit. You know, but to sit there as a, I'm not a huge Taker fan, but I respect the shit out of what he's done. You can't not do it, right? I've loved his career, but to watch, I listen. I stopped when that one went up. When he lost that match at Mania, I probably, to be honest with you, I lost a lot of respect for WWE for that. I just kind of went,
you. I don't think he should have lost that match. I think that was
you can't do that. When the guy gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, he's the man that never, ever lost. Because I look at his record and his repertoire of world titles, and he's one of the very, very few people I go, doesn't need a world title.
Yeah.
He's Taker.
Yeah.
You know? He don't need it.
Taker was literally like, if you wrestled Taker at anything, for any reason at that point, that was what you kind of got you over.
Well, it's
right?
like everyone says, isn't it? He's the pedestal.
Yeah.
He's the Godfather. You know, he's Al Capone.
Wasn't that where Cena started? Was beefing with him and
absolutely
he kept beating the shit out of Cena?
The Cena match, to be honest with you, was very, very good.
Yeah.
For as long as it lasted. And even Taker said that, because the obviously the Lesnar match, it killed him.
Yeah.
It killed him. Not just the one, but the fact of his concussion, and he can't remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? I mean, you sit there as fans, and you know what? You respect what he's doing to a degree, but you sit there also as fans and go, every year we probably get closer to that guy. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it. God forbid. But
they made a movie about it. It's called The Wrestler. It's real shit to an extent. Like you can look at that and go, I can see that guy. Not like any guy who's like well into his prime, and he's like,
as long as you've got the Arabs chucking money around. What are we? 10 million, right? 10 million to get Taker over here. And I can't even. It.
But we can't put that strictly on WWE or Vince, because Taker's. I'm positive Taker was like, I'm good. I'll do one match a year.
Handling his own.
Yeah. Like I'll do one match a year. I'm in. You know, go to Saudi Arabia. Sure, why not? I'll train. I'll take my time training for the whole year to do one match, and I'm in and out. Because
matches.
I agree. Does not change the fact that they want the Attitude Era guys, because they're about that life. Okay, they want Taker, they want Orton, they want all of that's their happy place. All right, and Vince is like, how? Yeah, and Vince is like, how much? Work it out. It's fine. We'll make them look strong. Yeah. That's
Yo, you might have to do an intro for us with that, because that's hilarious.
We'll put him over. Yeah. We'll give him a giant trophy. It'll glow in the dark. It'll glow in the dark. It'll be great.
Get me Bill Goldberg's number, Kevin.
So listen.
What are you doing, Hunter? You're screwing this all up.
With all this.
That's not how we get talent over. What are you giving these cruiserweights belts? What? Stop it.
The belt's bigger than the cruiserweights.
No, didn't someone just win a belt and it fell past their waist?
Yeah.
You know, Vince saw that. I'm positive. I'm so positive Vince saw that. It was just like,
listen, right? He wins the title, and I can't. But old I can't remember what his name. Damian Priest goes behind him, right, and tightens it on the furthest buckle. Walks away, and the title just goes. I was
like, nothing personal, kid. Yeah, we know. Punishment Martinez. We know. Like that dude, big homie. He's been one of my favorite pickups out of Ring of Honor. That dude can go. He's phenomenal. I'm so happy they have given him the backpack, the rocket, and shot him, because he's so much fun to watch.
You see, I'm the same, right? I'm the same as with Dexter Loomis. You know, Samuel Shaw in Impact. Samuel Shaw was an absolute talented guy, right? This guy, right, and this is going to be a big comparison.
Creepy bastard.
This guy, right, is probably one of the main reasons that I probably got into wrestling, and that was Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts didn't have to say a word. It was his psychology of looking. Sam Shaw, a.k.a. Dex Loomis, is exactly the same. The guy is an artist.
He's literally amazing. He's an artist too, for real.
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's got some dope work.
He's also gotten hurt a couple of times this year, so I'm not surprised he's been kind of up and down.
No, I'm talking art, like yeah, he's legit, like.
Wow.
No, like I think with Dexter, it's hard for me to call him Dexter Loomis. I'll call him Dexter Loomis because that's his name. When we've seen him with Impact, and he was doing the whole thing with oh my God, the ring announcer
Stalker thing.
Yeah. That
was it Christy
Hemme.
Yeah.
That was nuts. Like,
I love it.
Dude, the fans were all into. They were chanting "creepy bastard" all over the place.
He had her in the basement with all kind of creepy things in his mom's house, and the mom got involved at one point. Yo, it really felt like some like horror movie stalker shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's dope. I hope he heals up and WWE, continues to push him the right way. Because
I tell you what, I mean, I honestly believe before his injury, they were getting ready to pull the trigger.
They're probably going to put the North American title on him. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I do believe they were getting ready to pull some sort of big trigger with him because the guy was over as fuck. You know what I mean?
I would love to see him and Killer Cross go at it.
Oh, you see?
Speaking of guys with the rocket,
there goes.
I love the man. I love Cross, man.
Speaking of rockets and injuries, I'm hoping he comes back sooner than later. But damn it,
Ooh.
Cross.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's coming. He'll be back before War Games.
Yeah. I think that's when they'll release him again. Have him with that big pop at War Games. Something where.
Has the world title match been announced yet for War Games?
I don't think so.
Finn Balor.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. But Balor ain't been announced yet. But he'll show up in the next couple of weeks.
How long was Balor supposed to be out with that jaw injury anyway?
He's back.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yo, Finn Balor's built like paper mache though.
Cross is gonna throw him around like a rag doll.
Yeah, he's gonna manhandle him. Like I'm not a fan of Finn Balor. I'm gonna say that now.
Really?
Oh no, I don't like him. I like the.
Oh, dude, his New Japan stuff was.
I prefer Devitt. Yeah, I prefer Devitt.
Prince Devitt definitely, but
they have cut that guy's moveset by about 75%. They've fucking killed.
That's my problem.
But isn't that the downside to WWE in general? Can we be honest? WWE is where talent, like wrestling talent, goes to die. Okay, not talent, the wrestling portion of it, because Vince does not like the word wrestling. He doesn't. This is why Johnny Wrestling's never going to leave NXT. I'm positive they're never going to call him up. He's going to be like, "No, I'm NXT for life. I'm good."
I hate that guy.
He said it. He's actually said it, hasn't he? He's gone out on social media. Stated, if they ever call me up, I will walk away from wrestling.
I don't like Gargano. I don't like the Tommaso, whatever his name is. I think both of those guys are absolute birds.
What?
I can't
Are you crazy?
I loved it. When I went there, I sat there, they came out, and I was like, man, y'all fucking suck, man. I'm not even trying to curse like that. And they looked, and I was like, yo, I'm not like all these suckers in here. Yo, I swear to God, I've been to the NXT place one time. I knew a bunch of people there. I walked in. I'm like, yo, this is my fucking house now. I can bring over 30 people on a podcast that will tell you, yeah, he walked into NXT one time, yelled it out while everybody was sitting down, and no one said shit to me. I came in there like a dickhead. I had an Impact Wrestling t-shirt on, an Impact hat on, and I'm talking crazy. I'm talking greasy, like mad reckless. And it wasn't because I didn't want to, I was just being an asshole. And I went there just for EC3 because, my son's an EC3 fan or whatever. But those two guys, I never liked them. So when I had the opportunity to let them know that they're trash, I got to tell them they're trash this close. They didn't like it. They were professionals. They didn't act like clowns or nothing like that, which I respected. But when you start telling wrestlers, yo, I'm not like these suckers here, and they hear that voice like, oh, he's not one of these wrestling fans that they.
Okay, but what I want to know is why you eating at lunch? Like, what is it about them that doesn't work?
Because I think they're overrated. I don't think they're the quality of wrestlers that everybody hypes them to be. And when people hype people like that, it frustrates me when I'm like, what are you seeing in these people? Now, I could be 1,000% wrong. I know I don't know everything. But if I don't see it and I see people hyping them, I'm real quick to be like, yo, this dude is trash. This girl can't wrestle for shit.
I kind of see what you're getting at there a little bit, because I think it's one of my criticisms. I mean, since I've obviously got back into podcasting, due to a layoff, injury layoff, since I got back into podcasting, I kind of look at things completely different, and I look at certain comments, and I'm like, dude, does this guy even watch this shit on the indies? Has he seen these people on the indies? Because I think what they do is they jump on a bandwagon, what is easy to jump on. you can't be. Do you know what I mean? Did you see that guy's match last night? Oh, and you got like a few comments going, dude, that match was shit. That match was overrated. No, it wasn't. It was amazing. And you'll see that
All right,
the
but see,
inconsistency and
but-
consistency of comments, they
But
follow.
Butcher, it's easy to drag the wrestling community. Like that's low hanging fruit. Like I can kick those legs out all day. All right. Like it's not hard because half of them are 12-year-olds and the other half think like 12-year-olds. Like yeah, come at me, guys. It's for real. All right. I don't have a problem coming after marks, no matter for what brand. All right. If you can impact marks, WWE marks, any and all the above. All right. You're a mark, you're a mark. I get that. All right. I've enjoyed these guys wrestling all over the place. A lot of these guys.
What is it about
the
them?
Scene,
What is it about them you like?
Okay. When it comes to those two specifically, all right, wrestling each other, they do put on some phenomenal matches. I've watched them wrestle each other in other places, and they can go. All right. The fact that I can enjoy that show no matter what stage they're on tells me I know that they can go. Have they dialed
progress is very impressive.
Have they dialed it down in WWE? Yes, I think they have. I think that just comes with the territory because, how do I put it? When you go through the Performance Center and other places, I think that what they're doing is that they're bringing these guys up to be cognizant of cameras, to be cognizant of cutting promos. Like I think for them, the training is very different than say cutting your teeth in the indies for 15, 20, whatever years that some of these guys do. For example, a guy like Seidel, who left WWE, went in, immersed himself fully in the indies, came back out, reinvented himself. That dude's amazing. Seidel can go.
And he's dangerous to wrestle with.
Yes. All right, and I understand that. But people say that about the Lucha Bros too.
Well, no. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about being inebriated. If I put my body in your hands and I know you high as shit, we got a problem.
Sure, I'll give you that. All right. Nonetheless, I'm saying when it comes to technical, when it comes to I'm a big Scott Hall fan. All right. The dude.
I love Scott Hall.
The dude, yes. And I'm also Road Dogg and all of it. Like I understand that those guys lived a different lifestyle and they don't do that anymore. All right. That's cool. They don't wrestle like that anymore. You can't literally just come in, be like, all right, I'm gonna cut a promo. I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go take a 5-minute nose powder, come back, and we're good. Like that's old school wrestling. All right, it happened. We know it happened. They've gone on record as saying it's happened. All right, they've come in drunk as a skunk, high as a kite, whatever you name it. All right, and that is what it was. And it's a different era. It's a different time. People are professional now. They don't do that. They shouldn't do that. So I'm not even going to sign off on that and say that that's a good thing. But what I will say is that a lot of the guys who come up through the indies, ROH, MLW, all these other cats, New Japan, they're fucking, what do they call them? Young boys, all that sort of stuff. Those are completely different ways to come up. All right, the dojo, whatever. Those guys come up in a very different way. And when they get to WWE, whether you're Hideo Itami, Kenta, this, that, or the other, your soul dies. Okay? WWE takes you, chews you up, and if you can't do it WWE's way, you're not happy. And I can't look at that and say that is unique to one person because a lot of people from a lot of different places have gone through the WWE system, been very unhappy, and left.
That's all like, right. What about the guy that, I think he was New Japan. The guy who he always like kind of does the Michael Jackson thing. He's the Asian guy.
Shinsuke.
Yeah, look what they've done with. Look how hot that guy came over to America.
Yeah.
I've been dressing up like fucking Elvis Presley.
They murdered him.
And honestly, he's wasted.
The worst thing they did with Shinsuke, right, wasn't call him up. It was build that match against AJ at WrestleMania. Then they changed his theme. They changed his theme music, right? And I'm going to bring another wrestler in because theme music is everything.
Oh, yeah, it's close.
Right? Fandango. When Fandango had his theme music, right? He's another one. Fantastic technical wrestler. They make him out to be a joke. But the thing with Shinsuke is that match at Mania.
Dude, after that, when he was
go there, man.
When he was shooting,
shotgun.
When he was shooting with Jinder Mahal, and they were just clowning him for his accent, I'm like, why? What does this do to improve Shinsuke? It does nothing for Shinsuke. All right.
I can't say because I don't know, but I'm just gonna say it. Vince McMahon has got to be the most racist fucker on this planet. He has to be. He has to be. Unless you can be the blackest guy on the planet, the whitest guy on the planet. Be from Asia. Unless you're making, you can come in and make Vince a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
That's all well and good, but he'd be like, Hunter, I don't have to like him just because you like him. He's gonna come up here. I'm gonna make him a shit ton of t-shirts. He's gonna sell them because the marks like him.
Oh, are we kidding? Are we kidding? Hey, Booker T, my ninja.
Oh, that was crazy. That was.
That's another time in another place, and you'll never find that in the WWE network.
Listen, if he says that to Booker T anywhere outside of that place, Booker T punches his face in.
Kick his ass, yeah.
He had the do-rag and everything.
I know.
That disrespectful.
That's Vince. All right. And it's another time in another place. Like, I'm not one of these guys that gets upset about something that happened in the past. It's the past for a reason, guys.
Yeah.
Fucking take a pill, fucking get a milk bath, whatever it is. Whatever you need to do to calm your tits. All right. 40 years ago is 40 years ago. 80 years ago is 80 years ago. Does that make it right? No, not at all. But it was. That's why you got today and tomorrow. You get to change it and do something different. All right. Stop dragging something that happened yesterday. Deal with today. Honestly, I feel Keith Lee, I want them to do so much with him. And I'm so worried. I'm petrified that they're going to Ahmed Johnson him. I'm petrified they're just going to fucking waste him.
Oh.
It took Mark Henry years to get a fucking belt.
His name in WCW, fucking Big What? With Alam Heat 2000. Came out looking like a freaking big jelly belly freaking outrageous.
Mark Henry was the business. All right. That man made himself. They did not book him to help him for shit for years. All right. Olympic athlete, strongest man competitions. He had how many title runs at the top?
Well, did he? Maybe. Yeah, but how good was them title runs?
Okay. They did him no favors, and I'm so worried that they're just gonna do Keith Lee dirty. I look at it, I'm like, please. The dude is so good.
Dirty. Do him dirty. I don't like Keith Lee.
No,
what?
I don't like Keith Lee neither.
You fucking this fucking guy. Come on, Chef. What is your deal? You're just being contrarian now. What's wrong with Keith Lee?
No, I don't like Keith Lee.
He's goading me. He's goading me. He's trying to be the old me. I don't like him either. I don't even like wrestling. So screw these guys.
What is he doing on the podcast? I don't like the podcast neither.
Oh,
I don't even like podcasting either.
No, I don't know. There's something about Keith Lee that I just never liked. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It's tough, and I feel like I'm saying I don't like anybody today.
Butcher,
and I don't like wrestlers.
Butcher, I want you to know what that is right there. That's genetic. I know his brother. I know the family, okay? I grew up around them. This isn't an act. This is him, okay? This is Chef. People who think like, oh, Chef's playing a character. No, this is Chef. All right? This is just a side of Chef that he's comfortable with showing to people, all right? If he's got that hate in his heart, I believe him. Unfortunately, like, why? What did Keith Lee do to her? What did Keith Lee do to you?
I think Keith Lee can't talk for shit.
Oh,
I don't think he's... I know. When Keith Lee talks, I just fucking feel like hitting the mute button Or like, can I hit it in like SAP and hopefully some Spanish random guys start speaking in Spanish so I don't got to hear them?
Okay. Counterpoint. Batista.
I like Batista.
They're the same dude on the mic. God damn it.
Whoa. I didn't say
Damn it,
Batista
Chef.
was great on the mic. I just like
Ah.
Batista fought like he was a thug. Like he ran through people. Keith Lee wears skinny jeans, bro.
I'll give him that. I mean, I'm a big dude, man. There's no way am I gonna put a pair of skinny jeans on with big calves. That's silly.
You see, this is what I'm saying. Like,
it could have shrunk in the wash. You don't know his life.
I don't know his life. Go buy a new pair.
He's got all me and him washing his clothes. What were you done to these ones?
Listen, I just don't like.
I told you to put them on slow wash. 40 degrees.
He could have put him in the hot wash. He could have shrank. You don't know.
All right. What match was it? And don't tell
Who
me
the hell
that
put these on last? Shinsuke Nakamura?
You know, it could have been the laundry week. You know, just the last pair of pants in there. You know.
He said, "Who put these on last?" Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh snap! Oh, listen, I don't like Keith Lee.
I like Keith Lee. I'm gonna stand up for Keith Lee. Okay,
Somebody's
bask in
gotta
his
stand up
glory.
for him. So hold on. So hold on. If Keith Lee and Bobby Lashley were in a match, you want Keith Lee to go over Bobby Lashley?
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Get the fuck out of here!
You want to talk about on the mic boring? Listen,
I'm not talking about on the mic. I'm saying in the ring.
You said every time he talks, you turn.
He bores the shit out of me. But
okay,
in the ring, we got a match. Bobby Lashley, Fat Man Scoop, fucking Keith Lee.
Oh, shit.
You're telling me you expect him to run through Bobby Lashley?
Yes. The dude is huge. All right. He's a mountain of a man. Listen, when he wrestles, I look at him, I'm like, if a bear was a fucking human being, he'd look like Keith Lee. Okay. The dude has a move called what is it? Grizzly Magnum, something like that, where he just double palm slaps dudes. I'm like, yeah, I can see him caving somebody's chest in. He's a massive man. All right. I don't need my wrestlers to be cut. I don't.
I like to think that Keith Lee has made it cool for every big man out there, for every fat man out there to wear skinny jeans.
What about Eddie Kingston? Eddie Kingston's a big guy.
Eddie Kingston's bad to the bone.
That dude is tough as fucking a $2 steak to court somebody,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, but Eddie Kingston don't look like he goes to the gym every day neither.
I mean, he looks like he may want to think about it once or twice, but that's beside the point. All right. I'm never gonna beat that guy in a dark alley and owe him money. All right, I can make those jokes because I know the reality is he's one tough dude. Good on him.
I think Keith Lee's built like wet bread. I think if you see Keith Lee in an alley,
here it comes.
If you see Keith Lee in an alley and you lock eye to eye with him, and you're like, the fuck is you looking at? I think Keith Lee's like, damn, my fault, homie. I'm just trying to go to my car.
That's because he's a good human
fucking
being.
Teddy
Okay?
bear.
That's because
he's a fucking teddy bear.
It's like another Eddie Murphy sketch when they're waiting to watch a film. Oh, you just need to see Rocky.
I'm just saying.
You know.
I'm just
listen. See, you're the problem, okay? It's people. You're Vince, all right? You're like,
wow.
You're Vince right now. You're like
comparing the chef to Vince McMahon.
Where's his ass?
I don't like him.
I don't like him.
All I like is buff dudes and being racist.
The system has corrupted you, my brother. It's made you a mess inside. All right. The dude can go in the ring with all that. I'm fine with it. You know why? You know why I'm okay with it? Because whether he's a big mountain of a man, a big dude built like a fucking a bear, or a fucking raced what do they call Ashley?
If
a
he
tank
was a
built
car,
like a
listen,
race
if he
car.
was a car, he had the shape of a fucking Volkswagen Beetle.
You know what? When I watch Demolition Derby, I like all the cars in the Demolition Derby, okay? They don't all have to look like a specific kind of car. All right? I'm just going to put it out there. All right? I like Bam Bam Bigelow. I like Andre.
I'm a fan of Bam Bam Bigelow. I like Bam Bam Bigelow.
All right? I like all these different dudes.
Are you comparing Bam Bam Bigelow?
Hugh Morris was my dude. Hugh Morris was not built like a fucking
Are
a
you
bodybuilder.
comparing Bam Bam Bigelow to Keith Lee?
Yes, I sure am. You know why? It's the same premise. It's the same idea.
No, don't
Let
go.
him walk. I don't need him. Butcher, let's go. All right, he'll be back after he's done with
Let's
his
turn
powder.
our backs around.
Yes.
I gotta fix my chair.
You go take that powder. It's fine. Go get your road dog.
Listen, I used to do that to Eddie Edwards all the time.
Hold on.
Listen, that's
like, oh no, he didn't.
listen.
30 seconds of back. That's for dissing Keith Lee.
Butcher knows what's up. Butcher knows what's up. Listen. All right. Kane is a big dude. All right.
I
He
never
goes
liked
in and
Kane
out.
either.
I understand. That's perfect. Okay, you make my point for me. All right. Yank him, whatever shtick he was doing, didn't matter. Mask, no mask, this, that, or the other. All right. I was never in doubt that he was goozling cats, choke slamming them, throwing fear into people, choking them out, whatever. You don't got to be built like a bodybuilder, okay? It's cool, Vince. It's okay. Everybody doesn't need 0.5 body fat.
One of my all-time favorite tag team groups of all times was Axe and Smash, and none of them were built like World's Gym. You know what I mean? Those dudes were nice and round. Pause. Those guys were not.
Look
Axe
at you,
and Smash.
Look at your Ascension guys.
They were definitely guys that'd be in the bar after like 2 a.m.
I love my Axe and Smash.
Shit-faced in the corner.
Listen, it's not just about the big dudes, because I love people like Ricky Starks. I'm a fan of guys like Andrew Everett. I'm a fan of guys like what was his name in WWE? Oh shit, he was huge in Impact. He had the skateboard he used to come out with. He's a rock star guy. He sings and stuff. Mandrews, something Mandrews.
Oh, yes, Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. I think he's the truth. There are a bunch of guys that aren't super jacked up that are like, but
oh, thank God, dude. My heart stopped for a moment. I'm like, is he saying he likes kids on skateboards? Oh shit,
no, because I don't like Darby Allin.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was like,
no,
he's
I
not
don't
gonna say Darby Allin.
I think Darby Allin is a vanilla midget.
I mean, listen, right? Let's quickly do something, right? The Kenny Omega trade-off. All right. This
Do you think we're in the right mood now, Butcher? Are we in a good place for this?
Dude, this is amazing. I've been waiting for this shit. I'm like listening to all these AEW guys going, oh yeah, we can trade this. And I like get this one guy and I go, dude, are you being serious? I said, who the fuck you gonna trade me? If I'm like Vince McMahon, who you gonna, you know what I mean? Who you gonna make me wet my lips over? There ain't one guy in AEW, maybe 2, maybe 3. I'm gonna go with 2 guys, 1 tag team. Santino and Ortiz.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe they're the best tag team on the planet.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks, I love the guy.
Cage.
Right?
Cage is phenomenal.
I'm gonna go with MJF. I'm gonna go with MJF, right?
Yes.
So if Tony Khan or Kenny Omega went, yo, Vince.
What's MJF done? What's MJF done to put him at the top of that list?
MJF is a star.
Listen,
he's a star.
The guy, someone like Triple H, right? In NXT, if he gave that guy the free reign, right? I'm not saying he could be huge on the main roster because I wouldn't trust Vince McMahon with him.
Nope.
Okay? But that guy can talk himself. And this is what I've said with AEW. AEW are already showing that they care more about the 3 guys or 4 guys that came in. Page, Omega, Bucks. right? And then they've gone and signed guys like Brian Cage, you know, fucking Brody Lee, right?
Lee.
Moxley, right? They signed MJF, and they signed him for a reason, right? They were talking about this guy being the new guy on the block. You know, this guy's a true heel. He don't give a shit, and that's what I like about him. He don't care, man. You watch him on social media, and he'd be like, you know what I mean? This young AEW kid got run over by a bus. MJF would be like, I don't give a fuck.
He's kayfabe all the way. He's old school. I appreciate that.
You know, I love him.
But in the ring, I
I
haven't seen him put on a match that's worthy of that kind of attention to me yet. Like, what has he done outside of?
I know what you mean.
What match in AEW has made you feel like that?
All of them. I haven't seen him air out. I haven't seen him teabag. I haven't seen him dunk. Like, I haven't seen him put it away. Like, none of his matches have, to me, felt like the quote unquote 5-star match. You know,
is that his fault? Because in MLW, he's killing the shit out of it.
No. It is his fault.
No way it's his fault.
No. He still puts that show on. He still has that match. All right.
But if your counterpart can't step up like you, that's on your counterpart. Look how many guys Triple H can be in a ring with an average wrestler and make him look good.
Now
he should have gone over against Cody.
Yep. Listen, MJF.
No questions asked.
Yeah, MJF has looked amazing in MLW. He's looked great in MLW.
Okay,
he was the spoiled little rich kid.
Hold on. To your point, though, I've mentioned a lot of other cats who have looked good in other wrestling institutions, and when it came to what we're looking at now, it hasn't been the same. So
you said Cage, right?
Yes.
What the fuck has he ever done? What match?
Throw Darby Allin.
Cage is a
his ability to throw Darby Allin like a lawn dart has filled me with joy.
Butcher could throw him like a fucking lawn dart.
Butcher, get signed right now. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay. Someone give this man a contract.
You know, I would willingly walk out on fucking Impact and punch Cody Rhodes straight in the face. You know. But I would prefer to do it when Cody Rhodes is TNT champion again, because then I could take the fucking belt off him and melt it down.
So I'm talking about. Shit gets real. Shit gets real in here.
Title. You know, it's just kind of like when you. I don't know if Kenny Omega, right? Kenny Omega's been doing shit like this, trolling WWE for years, but I just love the kind of like the naivety of AEW fanboys who used to be
like
WWE
fuel, right?
fanboys.
Yeah, it's like
and
fucking liquid fuel.
They'd be like, yo, motherfucker. yo, motherfucker. You know, we don't want no WWE talent, motherfucker. Your fucking roster's made up of half of them.
And you know what, though? I see that with a lot of Impact fans as well. That guy sucks. I never want to see him. But as soon as they sign with their company, they're the greatest. Yo, that guy, Heath Slater. I always call him the Wendy's boy. I think it was either The Rock or Cena, whoever called him the Wendy's girl. That's what I call him, right? Everybody has sandbagged that guy outside of WWE since that name, the Wendy's girl. He goes to Impact. He's the hottest free agent. He's the man. He's a star. When? When was he a star? Like, now because he's in your promotion? Just because he's in your promotion don't make you good.
The one-man band? Because the
in there with Fat Rhino.
In catering. Look.
Unbelievable. I mean, come on.
Rich Swann,
there's a reason Vincent Kennedy McMahon says, yeah, that's okay. Don't give him a new contract. If you don't want to sign that one, don't give him one. There's a reason he does that.
Yeah.
It ain't because talent is in control of their contracts. It's because Vince is in control and goes, Kevin Dunn walks in, yo, Vince, can I talk to you a minute? Who's it about? Who's it about? Heath Slater.
Ooh.
Doesn't he like my $10,000 a year?
Yeah, I think you're giving him too much credit. Who's Heath? The candy bar.
I
It's
think
bad
the
for my
reality is,
diabetes.
Kevin, he should take my offer because he's got kids. What type of man would turn down my contract if he's got kids?
Holy shit. What were you saying
Okay.
about Swan? This is nuts.
No, I'm saying like they said the same thing about Swan until he went to Impact. People were like, whatever, Swan. He gets the Impact. Oh, Swan's the greatest.
But this is the same group of people that a few months ago, Ace Austin was the greatest wrestler ever. Madman Fulton was the greatest big man. You haven't seen them in forever. And what's going on? Nobody's even talking about them. So how
they're floating around there? They're floating around the Indies for some reason. Seen a picture of them the other day with a new set of tag team titles on them.
Yeah, and you got everybody sitting there talking about Rich.
And you know what that says to me? You know what that shit says to me? Contracts are nearly up.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest.
You know what, right? It annoys me because Impact Wrestling, right? I trashed for years, right? But I was a huge TNA mark. I loved TNA. I turned my ass and my back on WWE when TNA came out in 2000, started in 2002. But what annoys me with Impact is they finally build something which is stepping up. And then they just get fucking lazy on contracts and they don't show the talent that is actually giving them the ratings. Ken fucking Shamrock, are you fucking serious?
They just let go of the Rascals. Who the Rascals are super talented. Like,
but was that them with the Rascals? Because honestly, I if I was the Rascals, I'd be looking to go somewhere else too.
Oh, facts.
Well, they've already signed with NXT.
Yeah, that's the word on the street. They were NXT.
Yeah,
now, I'm gonna tell you, Desmond Xavier was in Impact when Impact was still in Orlando.
There's rumors they're gonna be challenging El Fantasma and his two boys. Yeah, wow. That's the rumor mill.
And
we're gonna see some sort of feud.
And where do we see El Fantasma too? We seen him in Impact too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like all these guys, and I keep trying to tell people, I think Jericho did one of the dopest thievery jobs I've ever seen. When Jericho did I might show up at Bound for Glory, but let LAX come onto my cruise. LAX comes onto their cruise, don't re-sign. He don't come to Bound for Glory, and they pull up. And they pull up at AEW. You're telling me that whole time on the cruise, he wasn't like, hey, yo, guys, check it out. I got this.
Everywhere.
Yeah, we're going to get video games. They're making it. We're going to get action figures. They've made them. You know what I mean? Like, if AEW stays apart, why would you even ever say, damn, maybe I should sign with Impact, but I can go over there? You know, like, ROH has their own figures. Impact don't got that. And ROH, we don't even know if they're alive. Technically, they filmed up to January.
Speaking of action figures, every time I watch the WWE product and I see they have their elite action figures, I chuckle. it tickles me. I'm like, that's such a wide shot. Get your elite WWE figures.
They have done a fantastic job with the AEW figures. In terms of cosmetically, they look absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. I'm talking about WWE's action figures, their elite brand figures.
Well, hold on. What I will say with WWE figures is I really like I think it was like a Halloween version where they were like zombies or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And those all looked really good. Like Sasha Banks looked dope. Randy Orton looked dope. The Undertaker obviously looked, sick as shit. Like that was dope, but there is a lot of WWE. You know why they don't give a shit? Because they cornered their own market. They could throw shit out there and know that their loyal fan base.
That's it now. It's a complete disrespect to the old, the old community that put you there. They treat us now like fucking, puppets.
Yep.
We're puppets. We're puppets on a string, and that's what Vince says. Make me 100 figures, And even if I sell 50 of them, I'm happy.
Yeah. And I mean, the only way that changes is if we have this conversation 10 years now where AEW is still doing what AEW is doing right now.
It's going to be, they're going to have to do at least 10 years. All right.
Well, yeah, no. AEW, I don't give them a platform to say shit until they've done 5 years at least. Mm-hmm. I want to see where they're at in 5 years. I want to see if you still got talents that are flying in and out, if they're happy to be there. They're doing the, man, I want more. You know what I mean? Right now, you're in the honeymoon phase still. Sure. This is still that sexy chick you just married that you want to smash out all the time. And eventually, one day you look at her and you're like, hey, man, didn't we just smash like a week ago? You know what I mean? Like, it happens. That sexy phase does dwindle. But if AEW 5 or 10 years down, they still have a great product. They're still putting out action figures and wrestling DVDs and movies. If they ever get into that movie game, forget about it.
I think the next 5 years for AEW is going to be awesome. And the reason I say that is because of the video game.
Yep.
Right. The fact that they have signed with that for that video game would say to me that every wrestler on the planet would look at 2K and go, I don't even want to fucking be on that thing. Give me some of that use. Get me, and that is it in a nutshell, right? AEW can only get better. It will not get better with the current talent.
No, agreed.
Never
Absolutely.
in a million years. Never in a million years, right? You tell me, honestly, a decent swap from an AEW to a WWE, right? See, honest, this is legit.
All right. It's
I mean, and you've got to look, right? You've got to look at a like for like. You know?
All right.
Status.
I think the only one I go with would be Omega for Wyatt, because I think that it would be so smart at a Mania moment to have AJ Styles versus Kenny Omega. I think that right there, they sit back and they go, okay, the fans are going to eat up Omega AJ. You got the whole Bullet Club thing. And then I think Bray versus, probably, I don't know, fucking Brody Lee because of the whole dark thing. I think that might work. But if I'm Vince, I'm not giving up shit, really. What do I need to give up? Like, why?
That's exactly how I am, let's be honest, right? You're doing it with a smirk on your face because it's not a mark thing, and it's not a, you're not good enough. It's a case of when I look at the WWE roster, and I'm looking at it all the way through NXT, Raw, down, and I'm going, there is no way in a million years I would swap any of my top 10 guys for anything you got.
Yeah, absolutely. But right, okay, let's be realistic, right? It would be a mid-card swap at best. He would be like, you get up to the mid-card, maybe NXT, that's it. You don't touch any of my top guys.
Well, who would you send? Who would you send in your mid-card?
Oh, God, WWE's got one of the healthiest mid-cards ever.
I'd have Silver.
Ziggler. I would Ziggler, and what's his face? Glorious, Bobby Roode.
I think Ziggler could do something in AEW, though.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm
Bobby Roode. I
love Bobby Roode. I think he's one of the dopest dudes I've met. What is Bobby Roode to WWE?
Mid-card.
Fucking NXT, dude.
I wouldn't even call him a mid-carder.
This is the shit, isn't it?
I'm saying, no. I'm not saying he is a mid-carder. I'm saying that's all WWE is going to really do with him is mid-card at best. Maybe an IC belt, maybe a US belt here and there.
I wouldn't even send R-Truth over there.
R-Truth, dude, would be amazing, right? If they sent R-Truth over there and give him his bad to the bone, Ron Killings.
Oh,
that's money. That's money. That's money. That guy was influential in making TNA, NWA TNA, what it was in the old. Without him,
Ron Killings, R-Truth.
Yeah,
Tozawa, I would put over there and have him have a go with Darby, and watch him murder Darby because Tozawa can wrestle his ass off.
Yeah, he can.
Yes.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but then all you do is you destroy your new TNT champion.
And you know what? It'd go over like gangbusters. Because I would watch Tozawa as their NXT,
You know what, right?
their champ.
To see someone like Bobby Roode walk out on AEW and slap Cody Rhodes in the face, but he walks out as the it factor Bobby Roode with his suit. That's amazing. You know? Hell, shit, man! I'll raise the belt. I'll raise it. Stick Salina Vega on his arm.
All right.
Salina Vega just slaps the taste out of Brandy's mouth. There we go.
Here's my matchup.
Keep your train of thought. I gotta say this. Keep your train of thought. Brandy likes to talk real ghetto, right? Now, I don't know if you know, Macho, where she's from. She's from 78th and Ruzy. You know she's about that. She's from 78th and Ruzy. So if you talk shit, Thea will eat her up. My fault. I'm just letting you know what part of Queens she was from. So me and you, listen, that's right where Trin used to be.
I know. We know exactly that neighborhood.
Is that like a neighborhood? If I came to see you, I wouldn't walk down there on my.
Not after a certain hour, I wouldn't do it.
Sun goes down. When the sun goes down, don't be in that area.
Oh shit.
People lock their cars behind gates. Like, all right. I wish I was making that up.
Thanks.
Velveteen Dream versus your boy Cody Rhodes. Velveteen Dream would
Butcher's boy Cody Rhodes.
I'm saying Velveteen Dream would put on such a phenomenal show.
Yeah, but Velveteen got that legal issue.
Yeah, Velveteen's been labeled, man. Now,
what legal issue? What happened?
That pedophile thing.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, three hits, and then he gets Triple H coming out publicly and calling him naive.
Yeah,
and he needs to act his age.
Yeah.
And immaturity is his problem. That's like, whoa, your push is over. You're a couple of months away from getting released.
Yeah.
Really?
He got absolutely. Who did he face? Ciampa. Ciampa schooled him. Made him look. It's the weakest I've seen Velveteen look ever.
Yeah, and I'm telling you,
it'd be like pulling his pants down and spanking him shit. He, honestly, you get the impression that they've just had a conversation with him. All you're going to be doing is working mid-card. That's it. There's
like screenshots of
he's got heat like that, huh?
Yeah,
naughty stuff. And he can't deny it.
Oof.
You know, the comments are there.
Yeah, it's like out there. Like it's tough. It's tough, bro. And it's all been traced back to his stuff too. Like,
yeah, it does.
Well, you know,
they're under investigation as well, aren't they, by the police?
Yeah. There goes your Velveteen idea.
Oh well, because I was gonna say the Dream versus the Nightmare would have been a great fucking match to have at the very least. That would have been my go-to, but that ain't happening.
Whoops, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Technical. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's.
If I can get serious for a moment.
I can be serious for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna trot out the tough Canadian for that one. That's my segue. All right. What happened to?
You need to stop.
Unionization.
Vince is like, you're all fired. I'm gonna shut your podcast down.
I'm gonna Lance Storm that one. All right.
Get me James Ellsworth.
Listen, I think Talking about Chris Jericho supposedly going to Bound for Glory. Now, my people went to Manhattan. I think, no, it was in Queens when the Bound for Glory was there. And everyone, the fans, because they calling me up, yo, Chef, Jericho's about to come out. Jericho's about to come out. I see, yo, Jericho ain't coming out shit. James Ellsworth comes out. Can you have a bigger fall off? That'd be like Michael Jordan's going to come through the tunnel. And all of a sudden, some random dude that no one's ever seen in their life comes out with some, like, you know, whatever. James Ellsworth, to me, Mr. No Chin.
No Chin music.
And how he got a push. Like, what the hell did Vince see in him? Because didn't he beat AJ Styles too?
Yes. Dude, sometimes I think Vince just gets tickled by some idea where he's like, that's hilarious.
Don't nobody tell me for a second, right, that AJ Styles walked into Stamford and knocked on the door. And he went, who is it? It's AJ, sir. AJ who? AJ Lee? No, AJ Styles. Let him in. I've got an idea, sir. I think I'm going to lose a match to James Ellsworth. You know what? I was thinking exactly the same thing. Were you? Yeah. No. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, wow. I've seen Vince do some crazy shit, man, but this guy's lost his shit.
I'm telling you, like,
AJ Styles.
WWE creative. Oh, shit.
We can't. I don't even think we can blame WWE creative. I don't think there is a WWE creative.
No.
I think it's just Vince.
10 chimpanzees on a typewriter and a couple of manatees. Yeah.
I think they give Vince McMahon a piece of paper. This is who's wrestling tonight. What do you think? All right, this guy wins, this guy loses, this guy looks like shit. All right, next. How much money am I making? What the fuck is going on? You know, like, whose tits do I get to see tonight? You know, Vince is a fucking nut. Vince is a nut.
I think when he looks at it and goes, yo, sir, AEW got 853,000 ratings. And is that all? Yeah, but NXT only got 637,000. Hunter! That's it.
You
and then
know,
you got these AEW fans going, I can't wait for AEW to go live on a Monday, and Vince is like, I dare you. Go on, Tony. Play your cards right. And
Go
that's
ahead,
it.
Cody.
You know, Vince would automatically, right, I guarantee you, right, if Tony Khan went there on a Monday, Vince would change his whole game. Vince would go, I did it in 2000, I'm going to do it in 3000.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, that's why, I'm going to be honest, that's why I support the AEW stuff, because I want WWE to be good again, right? And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's not what it was.
Especially when you got guys like Keith Lee running around.
Yeah, look at that fucking low-hanging fruit. It's like I walked it out for him, right? And I just heard the music, the Jerry the King music, bah, 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 and he just, bah! Take that, Keith Lee. You fucking heel. You dirty heel. I want competition, right? I don't want them to feel comfortable and complacent and lazy, because I've watched that. Okay, I have. I grew up spoiled. I had The Rock. I had Stone Cold. I had so many over wrestlers, so many over fucking talent. WWE, WWF was so glutted in the Attitude Era with phenomenal fucking talent.
But we had it before that too, though.
Yeah, we did. I am not saying, but when WCW came, it turned it up. It ratcheted it up in a way that there was not a week I could not enjoy wrestling. It was that good.
Yeah.
So I need somebody to put the pressure on Vince and company for them to just, all right, let's focus.
Yeah, but Vince still have a threat.
I'm telling you, he doesn't care at all. Vince doesn't see NXT as
Anything?
his.
Yeah, no.
His. It's not his.
No, I
He
think
don't
he's still.
care.
I think he
I
sees
didn't create
NXT,
it.
and the letters he sees is FCW. It's obvious.
You know,
It's
and that's it, right? He's sitting there, and I'll tell you, honestly, I firmly believe it. If Tony Khan, and it will come, right? It will come that Tony Khan will want to go toe-to-toe with either Raw or SmackDown. Vince McMahon will crush the shit out of him.
AEW doesn't have that roster for that.
No. They
how
don't
long-
even have the storylines. I said on this AEW group, right? In the last, when AEW obviously made their debut with Double or Nothing All In, right? The pay-per-views. And then they made their TV debut last year before. Last year,
just about a year. Yeah.
right? When they made their TV debut, for the first 3 to 4 months, it was solid. And slowly but surely, like everything else, they're getting comedy. Fucking Jericho looks atrocious. The guy looks like he's got a meth problem. You know? He does though. He looks out of shape. He looks bloated. You ever seen that freaking Johnny Depp in that film, freaking Blow, with George Young? And
Love that movie. Love that movie.
It's amazing. But he gets to the point, he goes through this like stages of being this like handsome devil, and then he's just sitting there with a beer in his hand and just this pot belly.
Yeah.
That's Jericho. Jericho he's adamant he's a rock star. Jericho, shit. Fozzy, are you serious?
You see,
Jericho will always be the GOAT.
Butcher, I've been telling Macho and my brother, because my brother's a Jericho fan. He knows that. I've been telling him that he's a shitty musician, and my brother's always wants to defend him. Listen, I'm not a big rock person. I know that I don't get points talking. It's not my lane. But I wouldn't put Fozzy over some random group of people that might be playing outside my window on I think today's Wednesday, just whatever. Fozzy sucks. Jericho's horrible.
Fozzy played in my hometown, right? In a club that had sticky floors and one freaking toilet that wasn't broken. Right? That's where Fozzy played, right? And if there was 70 people in there, you were lucky.
Wow.
Right? I would say 20 of them were asleep on the floor or sprawled out across the couches, shit-faced.
And they were all wearing.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, yes, he's huge now because wrestling has made it that way.
Yeah.
You know, would he be where he is now without freaking WWE? No, fuck no. But see this Jericho now, I don't like. I don't know what has gone on behind closed doors between him and Vince, but I think the shit that's gone down has been ultra.
When it comes to Jericho, though, you just gotta wait.
Yeah,
it'll change because the dude reinvents himself so many times. Like I can't take that from him. That I can't even let the dude.
No, he's a legend.
He's a legend. He's literally changed and reinvented himself so many times. So just because you don't like this current incarnation of Jericho, just wait. He'll change it up again. All right, it's gonna happen, and I'll probably like that too at some point. I think for me the height of joy was when he was doing his list. You know, you just made the list, right?
Yeah, but
this Jericho was fucking hilarious.
That didn't start with him neither, though. That started with Rob Terry and Robbie E.
Yes, absolutely. But when Jericho did it, it sticks and it works.
Oh, of course, it's Jericho.
It's because Jericho. I think the point that's getting clear though is that this trade-off of talent thing is fucking ridiculous.
Pathetic.
Kenny's clowning the fucking internet community so well. Vince is laughing. H is fucking wringing his hands, being annoyed.
I reckon it's the most fun Vince McMahon has had in years. He's got hidden cameras everywhere in the development center. He's watching Triple H sweat. I told him he couldn't be me.
Paul, what are you doing? What are you doing, Paul? I want that guy. But he's my champ. Pop, he's my champ. I want him now. Bring him up. Call him up. Where's he going? SmackDown.
Buried. Buried.
I'm going to bury him in the
Paul.
mid card.
I
think
just
we-
signed a new talent. He's coming to NXT. What's his name? Darby Allin. and we're gonna make a skateboard game after him.
Oh my God.
He's going to lose to Mandrews.
Hey, you better leave Andrews alone. Put some respect on his name.
He's a fucking bum.
What?
Hey, it's a bum. See, I can be a heel too. See how upset you were? See how that got you?
My face changed. And you're like, what the fuck?
That shit
Oh
ain't
no,
funny.
he didn't.
I didn't think that was funny.
He's a bum.
So, gentlemen,
Motherfucker,
I
this
think we chopped it up
motherfucker, you
enough.
can go- He'd be like, motherfucker, you can go work on another podcast.
You're done. You're done.
This
You're
is
fired.
over. You're
fact-
fired.
In fact, I know the perfect podcast you can go.
You know what? Oh wow. I'm gonna let Butcher go last. I'm gonna let him finish up. Please plug your social media, Macho, because I know we got the Geek of the Week. I'll add everything in the list. Like I already have it.
Yeah. It's there. You guys want to come at me, bro. It's all good. I'm gonna just piss off the community. Butcher, please, fucking.
Wait. Before he goes ham, let me go out with being the nice guy for once, right? It's going to be www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. Everything is at Urban Wrestling, so Twitter, Instagram, whatever you got. We got the Facebook page for Urban Wrestling Network. That's my nice way out because I think that I don't know where he's going to be when this records, but at the moment he's on my left. And I know that Butcher wants to explain why he's the baddest heel in the business.
Hey.
Butcher, please take us out of here.
Not personal. It's just professional. Certain people, and there are people within Urban Wrestling Network that will see this. And I'm talking to you. You know, the stupid guys that think promos are cool. Let me tell you what's not cool. Individuals that seek to be known by looking through personal material. You see, the Not So Elite podcast that are obsessed with ratings and numbers of people that don't even speak English. Okay? So while you've been sitting there for God knows how many months playing around with the lack of content and originality, you see, me and the boys, well, look at the adjective of what I've just said, play. We're not here to play. We're here to make money. We're here to look at paper. And also, you need people like me. So you can point your sad, fucking, pathetic fingers and go, that's the bad guy. It's true, though. And have a good recording tomorrow, that podcast, which, yeah, you're not turning it to 11 anymore. You're still at fucking 1. Just saying.
You know, Macho, your face when he just finished that, like, holy shit, mic drop. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're out of here. You know what? We're out of here. Deuces.